come. Attention. All right. Y'all ready? All right. It's not time yet. There's still availability for the next half hour or so. I was trying to get it in the clear shot, but I had to scramble at the last minute to get all this set up. I meant to set out the email a lot sooner. Davey, what is good? Welcome. Yeah, the time has come. I guess I could just sit it on my lap until then. My bad. Yeah, wifey's out there getting the names redone. We're just kind of cleaning up a little bit. Some new tabs or whatever. Make it a little bit easier while we wait for the drawing to close. Man, yeah. I didn't expect anything, but I thought there would be more involvement. But it's all good because so far the way that it's looking between, what was the thing? It was like between 14 or 18 people, I think. There's 36 entries. It's a balance, but there's a 37. So, there's a balance. Somebody's going to get it. Now I can lift it off the thing because I unplugged it. So now I could show it up close and personal. Sorry, I had the... You can see the background of everything on Tussin's work area. But yeah, whew. Whew, whew, whew. This is definitely, they don't make them like they used to, piece of gear, for sure. As far as stuff that has existed in the realm of audio production, there's not much that tops it. It's a very inventive piece, industrious even. I'll get that in a better position in a minute. It's like I was going to move everything around, but I have to carry through my Phantom. So in order to move everything in a proper place, I would have to disconnect from my Phantom, reconnect into... Just a lot more work than I'm prepared to do right now. I already just barely sent out the email. Carbon Vibes is the only one who didn't get the email. I got a response back saying that the email was no good. I may have typed it in wrong or whatever, but hey, you're here. I got you too, so don't worry about it. Yeah, the homie Isomatic jumped in at the last minute too, so he's in the pot. So yeah, looking forward to it. What does it say up here? Let me, I'm not going to get into screen mode just yet. All right, look at that. Fresh tabulations. It's a nice little jar of fuckery here. Yep, they're all in here. Nicknames and all. Make sure Tyrone does it. You better get some more entries. Somebody's already on that. Yo, the person, I'm not going to go into specifics because that would just be a breach of this whole thing. But I will tell you, somebody saw the live stream or thought about it the last minute and they had the most entries. And then they're like, oh, somebody's getting extra entries. I'm going to get some more entries up in here. And they got to add to theirs. So the balance is definitely tipped in their favor. But, yeah, God, pretty excited. I wanted to go on a little bit earlier just to just to give it like an hour or so. But like, what the hell am I going to do other than talk shit? I know I just talked shit yesterday for like 2 hours, but I also didn't have time to. I was scrambling, putting the list together to make sure that we had everything, and I'd show you guys the process if it didn't violate everybody's privacy. So, I'm trying to be super mindful of that. I'm trying to make sure that everybody is, you know, everything's even here. Everybody has a fair shake, depending on time. Can I put? Yeah, actually, you can. You have the power. You know what? Carbon Vibe's been around for a minute. Let's see. Here you go. No, you can't. Oh, it's hilarious. It's funny because it's like I was getting ready to celebrate. Yeah, Davey's not getting in up on this. He said he doesn't want the large, hefty equipment. Plus, it's got to travel to get to Davey. So, it's hard to trust, and I get why we don't have a lot of overseas submissions. It's a nail biter just getting it through the states. Just running it up through California. Just getting it a couple states over is a nail biter. But yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, and I missed your stream this morning. I caught some of it. I was going through it over here, but I had it on a little bit. But yeah, just dealing with this. Yeah, I was gonna plug everything up and get down on this thing. I was gonna get down on this and but then I would have to have my microphone hooked up. Like, I'd be able to do it with the two things combined. It's just my voice wouldn't sound right. Ooh, ding. Now try to put your man on timeout. I gotta make you a super moderator for that. Yeah, it's good to have you, homie. It's been a minute. So, man, it's almost time. Where is it gonna go? Well taken care of too. Very well taken care of. 3.5, I believe, is the operating system. Yeah, it's got the updated. Still got the floppy drive. It's everything in the back over here. It's got the port and everything. But yeah, it's just as it is, as it sits, wood trim and everything. So pretty nice. You guys default your own timeouts. Yeah. Yeah, those damn things. Yeah, wood definitely looks nice. It's crazy too because like people are putting for their MPCs on Reverb, they're putting them up for full price for like around 6,000, like completely modded out and everything. And I'm just like, this is what it is, but they're modded out ones. The wood trim's hard to find, and every single wood trim is different, is completely different. And it's crazy. So one MPC is not like the other, and this one is better than most. It's just because the wood trim. I don't know how many they made of the wood trim, but I got one of them. Like, holy crap. Yeah. Still got 17 minutes. Yo, Akira Gold. I got you too. Last minute. Man. I just hope that whoever gets this is not going to flip it. I hope whoever ends up with this is going to use it looking at the submissions here, everybody, I trust everybody here. And even if I didn't trust you guys, like I said, I'd be happy that you guys did that just for the sake of being able to feed your families or whatever reason that you guys would need the money for. It's a long road. If you list this, you're going to be sitting and it's going to list for a while, people, especially because it's a lot, and you just sit there, try to make things work. And, it's just, I got to make haste with this and get it moved on to its next journey. And even though we may be pulling in less than what we would get at a pawn shop for it, it doesn't matter because the important part is it's not going to sit there and do nothing. It's not going to be mismanaged or manhandled in any way, shape, or form. I mean, they'd take care of it being the price that it is, but I mean, for a $6,000 piece of gear, they'd probably give me one plus store credit, But either way, they're not going to play with the MPC on the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So what the fuck am I going to give it to them for? It's crazy. I just, it's going to be hard to not just I'm going to say goodbye in a real way because I tell you, the love is just, gonna work just fine at MV8000. Nice. How are those pads on that MV, by the way? That's that's what was so despicable for me to have these SP404A pads in here, considering that they had the MV, and I'm like, they could have easily made performance pads. Shitheads. Yeah. Yeah, it was back before Akai was a different company. Akai shouldn't even be called Akai anymore. I know acquisitions are what they are, but once it gets absorbed into a conglomerate and then they get rid of their entire product line and only keep them for one specific product, the MPC, well, technically the controllers that go with it and the force, but that's all counting to the same, new generation of NPCs. It I don't know. It's weird, you know, but it's kind of like Alice in Chains is still called Alice in Chains. Why? You had a whole member pass away. You can't call it the same group, when it's not the same group. When I opened up for Bone, it was only three, technically four, but Busy wasn't there. He wasn't a part of that tour, and that was after, things. But he was killing it on Jam over here on YouTube for sure. 3B Rock Mountain is nice. Just waiting for the 3K. Nice. Yeah, they may do something in the future here. They may do something, but who knows? Everybody's been waiting for sure. Let's see where we're at here. I got to make sure, just in case. That's why we're going live now, in case anybody shows up at the last minute to throw in. I want to make sure the names are included because I'm sure everybody doing the last minutes over here. Oh, we got another one for ISO. Here we go. All right. I got you. All right. Where's the thing at? My wife needs to be on deck over here. I need to get a bell and ding ding every time. Every time I needed to write another name on the thing. Because she's got the thing over here. Yeah. I can pick you up in the mic because I got this door open over here. Awesome. But yeah, that's a thing. Like I just keep checking to make sure. For some reason, I don't get notifications over here. Oh, don't want to open these. But yeah, these are all what they get to. Little thing, and then sticking my hand in the jar and getting it going. I am going to do the makeshift box thing. I was looking at it, and I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger because I was really going to pay for the $60. But if I get a bigger box and just manipulate it, I could put the extra padding in it and make it work, and it'll be significantly cheaper, you know. But I'm not looking for cheap. I'm looking for effective. If it doesn't work, who cares? We just lose the $10 or $5, whatever it costs to get that damn box. Definitely going to be cheaper than the freaking $60 for 10 for 10 pack. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah. I appreciate you, man, for sure. I really do. Yeah, Tyrone, you've been really active in this space for sure. Like I said, I've been rooting for you throughout this whole thing, you know, and doing all this, and it just, you know, the thought for the first time was to, you know, oh well, why don't I just give it away? Yeah, it's a shitty business decision because business wise, I'm not doing myself any services here, but doing this raffle kind of takes care of that. I mean, it doesn't as far as like the equivalence goes. It's not the same, but who cares? Like, I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to give it to the right person, you know. But I was talking to somebody who mentioned it. God, I forgot to email them. I hope they're involved in this somehow. Yeah, and I took it down. I took the price of it down. Like, I'm not even going to repeat the offer I made to them for it. Let's just say it was half of what I listed it for. And they couldn't do it. They wanted to trade equipment, and I would be fine with that, but still needed, you know, what we needed over here. And it still put me on the hook for shipping costs, and plus create this whole other thing to where there's a swap of equipment, this whole convoluted mess. I just want to get it straight to one person. I don't even need to make it to go with straight transaction, you know. I just wanted to go to straight to one person. What better moment than within the 50th anniversary of hip hop? What better moment than when we're making this transition in the channel and we have this, you know, increased viewership? You know, it's just, I was thinking for a while on how to do this, how to go about doing this, and it just came back to me, and I thought about it during the when I was giving up the stylofoam, and I was like, well, why don't I just do that for this? And really was going to do more expensive tickets, but why am I going to do that? We got 9 minutes left here, folks. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, see, some of you guys, I don't even know. You could just write my name as Ram. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Okay, let me see what else we got here. Lil Tussin with the entry.
Ticket delivery for Ram to go into the drawing for today.
For Ram?
Yeah.
What about ISO?
Oh, there's one for ISO too. All right.
Okay. Hold on.
My delay is worse.
Did you get in there, Ram? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. There you are. It's funny because it shows me the list of all the people, so it just shows adrenaline beats in the back. Lil Tussin.
That's for ISO.
Isomatic and Ram. Square pad music. Which one? I guess the question would be. Come on. The question would be, which one's your name? I do got everybody's, but I do not. If yours is the main one in there with the 12 entries. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, I definitely want to make sure and double check this when it all goes in. You know what I mean? So like, email me or let me know whatever the details of the name on there. Only one for me. Okay. I probably got you. As long as if you're not shy about your name being listed or saying it, then you could say it, and I'll be able to tell you whether or not I put it in there. If you submitted an entry, I put it in there. PayPal's really secure. I love shout out to PayPal for their business accounts and doing the whole thing because I can make PayPal buttons in there. Everything goes straight up. The emails go through. I could put a little thing so when you guys buy tickets, that little graphic shows up. You guys got the Tom face, And I love that. I love being able to do that, but it's totally secure. I get your guys' information without having to, be public about it, and that's what we're trying to do here. Government random government name, and it's fitting too. It's fitting too. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's funny because I used PayPal as my primary banking for a long time, and then when I started working as a janitor in the schools, I went back to a credit union, and now I'm back to PayPal all over again because they're just better, as far as the business accounts go. Just had a $1,500 fraud charge. PayPal is horrible. Yeah, you know what? They do have their problems. I will give them that. They do have their shortcomings.
Is SquarePad already on here?
I think so. The name wasn't listed in the list of names, so SquarePad, you'll have to tell me what your name is. If you just email me or hit me up on Instagram, I could double check and make sure that we got you in there. 5 minutes here, folks. 5 minutes left, and then it closes up, and then the PayPal button goes away. My government name is Akira Goldstein. Close to it. Yeah, Akira. How do you not have a wrench in here? Oh, you had to redo your thing, didn't you? I'm just gonna. This is like a wrench day today. Here we go. Oh, I'll just throw you a stunner. I just got in. Okay, just got in. Gotcha. Okay, babe.
One for Sean, one for Jeff.
Yeah. Okay. What?
I'm looking
Hey,
at the.
hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay, Jeff Johnson. Okay, let me double check and make sure that you're good.
I know I didn't write that name.
Yeah, we didn't write that name, but I'll just make sure that you're good here. That's why we're doing this live while it closes to make sure that we get because in the end we hold the final say on closing this up. So if somebody's trying to get in at the last minute, I'm not going to shut it down while it's going. That's why we're live now to make sure that everybody who wants to get in gets in and there's no BS. Okay, hold on. We got confirmations here. Let me go. You're good. You're good, little Tussin. Thanks for the help. Got my family over here. All right. Oh, okay. Another one over here. Okay, so and okay. Already got one in the UK. Posting it would be anyhow. Hear from the excitement. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. To all those who aren't subscribed, please do so. I usually don't push for subscribers, but this is one of the things that we do here, and it's not like that we do this on a regular basis. This is just the attitude we have here on the channel, free flowing and getting people hooked up here. A lot of last minute peeps. Yeah, I'm just confirming here and making sure that I have all the names on here going with things. Okay. There, you're receiving this message. Okay, good. Gotcha. Okay, so what did I have your name as? You have the name in there, right? Oh, I have the list right here. What are we at? Couple more minutes. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to do several things at the same time. Got to make sure we gotta get everything. Okay, so list the names here. I thought I put you for a different. Oh yeah, your name is listed as Office. So that's what it says on PayPal. It just says Office. It says your real name underneath it or whatever. I just got your email too that you put in another one. Um, what'd you do for Office? What's that?
His name is officially Office.
Okay, so put in another one for Office, and then we'll take out all the Office submissions and change them to what the name is over here. Unless you want to just go, hey, Office wins. Okay.
The one more?
Hold on. Let me make sure. I'm making sure the list because the emails are coming in different. Hudson is in. Yeah, you goddamn right. Hudson is in for sure. Office is fine, he says.
All right, you want more then?
Who do we have here? Okay.
Did he say one more?
No, you got let's see. Who is Tech Art Media on here? I want to make sure that okay. Okay, Niles, which one are you? I'm looking at my list right here. Okay. Yeah, telling people. All right, it's new and anybody. Okay, that's me. Okay, that's me. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so and yours is for SquarePad Music. What is yours listed as? Should I just put it as SquarePad Music? SquarePad Music. It is noon. Yes, it is. Okay, last call. Last call for submissions. Bueller. Yep, use SquarePad Music on that. It's fine for the submission. And Niles. Okay, yep, got Niles in there.
So then one for SquarePad?
Yep, one for SquarePad Music. And then we got another one for you got Office, right? Okay. Office and SquarePad. He said Office is good. Good for the okay. All right. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Last two, right? Everybody in? Everybody in? Do we got any more last minutes? I'm gonna take this down before we do this.
12:01.
Little Tusson's back at school. Glad I checked. Yeah, I'm glad you checked too. For sure. Yeah, got to make sure. Okay, here we go. Taking off the counter because there isn't time. Delete section. Dun, 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 dun. Buy now button. Bye buy now button. Anybody? Last minutes? All right. See you later. Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 ba. Du 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 du. Du 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 du. Publish. Save and publish. Radar appears to be jammed. Now let's just confirm over here so we don't get any things happening at the last minute. And there we go. Right, the redirect of the live stream. And we are officially closed on submissions. All right. Back to OBS we go. Whew. Taking off his jacket.
Also, good luck to you all.
Did you guys hear him? Little Tussin says, good luck to everybody. Oh, man. Fucking excited. Okay, what's the final count here, folks? Like, subscribe, donate, buy my shit, whatever. It's all good. Had to put my own little plug in here. Thank you, Tussin. Tony. It's like, yo, we all know your screen name over here. Okay, I'm shaking them up. I'm gonna take them out and count how many entries we have first, so you guys could see the fairness here. You know, just make sure that we have what we have. I need to do this on a contrasting material so you guys could see here.
Yeah, I was coming your way.
No. Get that fucker out of here. No. Get her out. Get her out and close the door. Hell no. Get her out and close the door immediately. See, that's that bullshit. It only takes one time for that cat to slide through undetected. I left it open because it was pretty good. The cat's been not around the MPC. Look at that. Freaking out. Get out. Out of here, meow. Fucking wretched animal. See why I gotta leave this thing behind? I gotta get out of here. Man, that fucker got close. Alright, so let me move this around here. You guys are scaring the shit out of everybody. Alright. Hey, look. I know my desk is a mess. My desk is a mess. Oh yeah, I got the Dragon Ball Z over here. Speaking of which, hey, say hi to my dad. Hi. I don't know what he's doing there. Rest in peace to Dragon Ball Z creator as well. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Sorry, my beard comb. I'm totally unkept. You know, back in the day, I put googly eyes on him for little Tussin. He didn't get it. Okay. Here's all the entries. Here we go. It's not 100, but it's a healthy amount. Yeah, it's a decent amount. It's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, let me move it over here. Oops. 8, 9 from the floor. 10 from the floor. 11 from the floor. 12 from the floor. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is that 1 or 2? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Make sure there ain't shit on the floor. All right, we're good. Nothing on the floor, nothing on the floor. 44 submissions. So not a whole hell of a lot, but, you know, it took this final push to get the last in there. You know, when that moment passes you guys up, it's like Eminem. You only get one shot. You only get one shot at this MPC 3000 limited edition and the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. So, yeah, that's how we're going to do it here, god damn it. We ain't fucking around. All right. Don't forget. Here we go. All right. Let's get my stupid face Let's see. Get over here. Let me get over here. Got to make room for the MP. Let me get over here. Is that about right? It's crooked, but fuck it. Who cares? Crooked, but fuck it. Yeah, let's get up a little more. He wants to see my gut. Oh, okay. Let's go over here real quick. I'm going to put it on low. Just to get some background going. Oh, no, I can't put it on low because then my voice will be low too. Okay, all right. All right, for the MPC. Little Tussin. I'm going to get his little arms to reach in here and get it. Little Tussin's going to pick the winner. Little Tussin. Little Tussin, we need your arm. No music for the drawing. Fuck it. We're doing it on the fly, you guys. All right. Hold on. All right, you ready? Marcus Turner for the win. Marcus Turner with the $125 submission. Yo. And the one submission for the win. Oh my God. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hey, yo. Thank everybody who submitted to this shit. This is such a great thing. Oh my God. Marcus submitted one entry. So he just got the legendary MPC 3000 limited edition for $25. Yo, for those who submitted extra tickets, just know that, like, you guys made this happen. Somebody's getting this for $25. The universe is fucking crazy, yo. So who wants the Polymax? I got an extra thing for the Polymax if anybody wants a synthesizer for the consolation prize. Oh my God. I was rooting for certain people. Other people got more, but Jesus Christ. Marcus Turner. One entry. Oh man, I'm gonna fucking cry over that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh shit. What a ride. Oh God, in the end, it was just the one. Just how the universe ordained it. Whew. Congratulations, my friend. You are the proud new owner of the legendary piece of gear that you shall hold and cherish for as long as you live or until you need some serious dough. Just be mindful of the fact that it's kind of complicated to get rid of if you're trying to sell it. But yeah, I wish I had another piece of gear to give out for second and another name to draw for my bad, y'all. I'm over here picking my nose. Not really. It's just over here. Just God, what a moment. What a fucking moment. What a moment. Akira Gold said he'll give me $26. I don't need your money for it. I don't need anybody's money for it. Either I draw a name or nobody else wants it. If nobody else wants it, I won't draw a name. I'll just give it up to Akira. So Anybody else want the Polymax who's in here, and I'll draw a name, or it's the Universal Audio Polymax synth. Requires iLock, for those who are into it. But yeah, if not, then I'll just hand it over to Cuzzo over here. God, man. Okay, so here's the deal. I still need to locate a proper box to get the storage all set up. Just give me like a week or so, but I will be very communicative about this. I want to make sure that it reaches you the way that it should. That's the goal now. So that's the goal of the channel. Second place, yeah, draw. Everybody says draw, so I'm drawing for the Polymax. Oh man, I feel so good about that. All the extra submissions. I appreciate you guys having the extra submissions and everything, but in the end, the universe is what it is. All right, who gets the Polymax? And if I say the name and you don't want it for whatever reason, I'll pick another name. Because you don't like iLock or whatever the name goes. Adrenaline, it goes to you, sir. Adrenaline Beats gets the Polymax by Universal Audio. I wish I could give away some of my other Universal Audio plugins because I have extra codes because I got the bundle, and with the bundle I can't transfer anything over. But with Plugin Boutique, with any purchase, they give you free ones, and when you get it like that, and you don't go directly for, like, if I went through Universal Audio, if I bought an extra one, they'd just give me dual licensure. They wouldn't let me transfer that over, and it's like, why not? They have a system in place to do that, but when it's in a bundle, it's stuck within that bundle, so you have one code per bundle. So even though I have extras for stuff that I want to give up, like my Desert Island plugin, the Oxide tape, I can't do it. But I ended up getting this extra Polymax because that was Plugin Boutique's giveaway for last month, and I've already had it, and I was like, cool. The Polymax is one of my biggest videos here as far as digital synthesizers go. Because it's the newest of Universal Audio, just people took a liking to it, and they really, really liked it. Yeah, virtual iLock's good enough. Yeah. Do they even do physical iLocks anymore? I know that I got one in 2018, I want to say, with Pro Tools. They sent me the physical copy with the iLock device, but yeah. So Marcus Turner for the MPC 3000 limited edition. Adrenaline Beats for the Polymax. And if we're in a position here to do more giveaways, like, we'll do this. This is just doing it on my own. Being a smaller channel, we don't have sponsorships. We have to pay for our plugins. You can't even get affiliate links through Plugin Boutique until you reach 2,000 subscribers, and we're still 700 away from that, just about. So, I mean, if I had it my way, I'd just give away shit all the time. I'd love doing this, but for fucking hip hop on the 50th anniversary, oh shit. Oh shit. I'm going to do something for you guys who participated too. We're going to do something, and I'm just thinking about this now, so don't get on me too much about it, but I want to do something for you guys who participated in this. Not just because you guys threw down your money for it, but because of participating and making this, even though we didn't reach the 100 of where we did, it's just, yeah. I can't believe it. I can't believe it either. Over a 1. And it wasn't even, it was that dono. It wasn't even an official. And I'm like, hey, you want to be in the... Holy shit. Universe is crazy. But hey, that's kind of the circumstances I ended up with this. The universe is fucking crazy. And that's really the takeaway from all this, And I've mentioned this before. Tyrone Sellers, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, man, you've been killing it over here with your support for this community for sure. You know, I see you everywhere else too. God damn, my friend. You're like me a couple years ago before. No, I appreciate you, man. Really, I do. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So I'm working on a kit right now. This is what I'm going to do for everybody. So quote me and take me to this. I'm making a kit right now, and I'm making like a Superman kit. It's like all inclusive. It's like the best of the best. The synth patches that I make in here, the best drums that I tweak out and do. Every single drum from in here just totally tweaked out. It's going to take me a couple weeks to get done, but like it's on my priority list. It's like the third priority. You know, there's other stuff going on, but like actually now it's the fourth priority because number one is getting this out to Marcus over here. But with all this, I'm going to give everybody who participated a copy. The kit is going to go out for, I think, 50, but it's going to be loaded. It's going to be loaded, like loaded. So it's basically going to be the Phantom, all the best of the best in Phantom in the custom patches that I've made in sample pack form. And I'm going to sell it for $50 a pop probably. So it's going to be a little bit on the cheaper side, compared to others that are out there. But it's going to be significant. And that's the important part, is the significance. And some of them I've already done running samples through the MPC 3000, especially the drums. Those parts are done. The other thing I was going to do was the synth thing, and I was going to do it the long way like I did with the others. But yeah. So when I put those on out to the market, I have all your guys' names, and you guys will all get a copy of it for free. So that's how we'll play that. And I'm sure I'll look for some other, thing to do as far as, for the community. But this is what this shit's all about. Fuck all this negativity and bullshit. Like, we need the negativity to get through the nonsense when it comes down to it. But this is the gold. Like, this is what shit's all about. I mean, fuck, if you guys, I've mentioned it a few times, if you guys understood my circumstance, you guys would be blown away on how I even have the capacity to do any of this. Like, seriously. Like, I'm not trying to cash in or anything like that. It's like, I'm just saying, when you got to make the decision on whether or not to buy food, it's like we get to that point, I mean, in a lot of circumstances. But there's the flip side to this. I have what I need to create music. And because I have what I need to create music, anything extra that I have, I'm willing to help with anybody else who is out there creating music, because we're all a part of the same circle. And I think that's where a lot of the negativity comes from. There's a lot of people in this circle that aren't a part of that circle. And what I mean by that is this circle here on YouTube, as far as content creators go, is not the same as this circle here, even though we intersect and use this platform for the sake of our own careers. So the uniqueness of every individual and what they have to contribute to the community, if you're in it for the right reasons and you have the love that you embrace in this music shit, this obnoxious shit happens all the time. All the time. So that's why I do this obnoxious shit. That's why I didn't sell the Phantom and just handed it over, Similar circumstances that it was, handed over to me. Not really. I mean, far different circumstances for sure. But I'm fortunate. And we are fortunate as far as the community at large, And Royce the 5'9" says it the best and Death is Certain, and that song is produced by DJ Premier. It's called Hip Hop. This is rap basketball. Stats all you got. Long as you know that all your long goals, all your short goals are long shots. You know. Fuck, that's it right there. Hell yeah. He said, Marcus put me in carbon vibes and timeout. Thanks for the super chat, Tyrone, man. But yeah, we all have short-term goals, and they're all long shots. We're all trying to do the greatest we can do with music. And the problem is it's not easy for us because there is a human element of fuckery, the establishment, the industry of what people call it, we compartmentalize this music thing and try to pigeonhole it. And yes, identifying hip hop is a part of the compartmentalization. But there's something different about hip hop, something more inclusive, something special. And they're trying to take that and turn it into something else because they want people to conform into their way, which is the way of compartmentalizing something that is so universally abstract, you cannot contain it. That's why you never know when you're going to hit. That's why you never know when you're going to take off. That's why you have, Killer Mike over here on the Grammys yelling out, you can't tell me that you're too old. You can't tell me that you can't do this music thing, that there's an age limit on it. A lot of that came from hip hop anyway, and I fell into that trap and thought that, hey, I had a solid moment in my 20s. And once I started crossing over into my 30s, shit got incredibly real. I had my first herniated disc at 33. I had a drawn-out custody battle. I took a day job as a janitor, developed 7 other herniated discs that eventually turned into 11 herniated discs. We became homeless. We came here. Everything bounced back. Started on YouTube. Got the Phantom. Everything goes full circle. But there's this moment in life, these moments that we all live through, and that's a part of making the music. And there's certain things that we can and cannot do, but it all depends on where our head's at and what we're thinking about, what our capabilities are. So we have these delusions of grandeur and these thoughts and dreams and hopes that things are going to be a certain way if I just make this move, if I just do this, if I just buy this piece of gear, if I just do this, then I'll make it to where I can make it comfortable. And a lot of it's in America, we treat our musicians worse than anybody in the country. But people are least respecting of a musician because whether it's an honorable profession or not, people aren't properly compensated for it, and that's because the structure power and that dynamic is beginning to change with a lot of people understanding that direct to consumer is the way to go, and fuck all these streaming platforms. It was never meant to be this way. It only got as far as it did because the system in place has allowed for it to happen, and the frailty of the music industry being afraid of another Napster moment, they decided to get in bed with the same people that were a part of that Napster moment when Spotify reared its ugly head. And out of fear, instead of being industrious and making advances, because a lot of these people working in the music industry are not music people. They're not thinking about the music. They're thinking about the numbers. And I understand the numbers need to be there in order for it to be worth it to invest in certain things. But still, it happens the same way, just the way it happens on here. They make the artist do all of the work, build all the audience, and once things are to that level to where they feel they want to get in on it, you have already made a comfortable living, so you don't need them anymore. But that's when they jump in and say, hey, let me just take a percentage of this, and then, you know, the deal may or may not be worth it depending on what your life is looking at. But so many people have fallen into that trap and created this this ecosystem to where we're all just trying to skip the line, and direct to consumer isn't the same as direct to fan, you know, direct to listener, you know, and that's the problem. Direct to listener, yes, listeners are technically consumers in a way, but if your music's not there, you shouldn't, it's not that you shouldn't be able to release, it's just you need to go about things the right way. And the thing is, going direct without having the knowledge in place puts you in a position to not only be a part of the problem, but promote the problem as a part of the solution. And it's not a part of the solution because these streaming platforms were never meant to be. You know, part of the problem is they're like, oh, I finally made it. I got, you know, all these streams. It's like, so what? Break it down financially. What does that come out to? Will they come to your show? And that's what it comes down to. Will they come to your show? Because from the beginning of time, music being what it is, and the sounds that we make, just not that we had plastic bottles in the beginning, but you know, you just bang on rocks and tins and stuff that makes noise, and it was not recorded other than just sitting there in front of people and performing it. From the beginning of time, music has always been about performance and community and people. And the music industry, the music business, is the antithesis of that. It's the opposite of it. So when you try to merge those things together, of course it's fucking collapsing, and of course it's going to last as long as it has. We had a good 20-year run with this streaming bullshit. It's over. It's coming to an end now, and people are like, why is it coming to an end? Because it was never meant to be distributed this way. Music was always meant to be distributed by way of live performance. That's where all the money is made. That's where all the merchandise is sold. That's where you get the best feeling, especially if you have huge equipment and amplifiers and everything that get that feeling in your chest, you know, and the originality of a unique performance that is different from the way that it is on recorded music. You experiencing that moment with the artist, only you and everybody else who's there experiencing that similar moment is there to witness it. Now, you could have your cell phone on and record it, but it's not the same, especially if you have a emotional connection to that artist. It's all about the sight. Now, for those who haven't performed on stage, it is quite the scenario to be in a large crowd of people, of thousands of people, and make eye contact with that one person in the back who's looking at you and crying because they saw you make eye contact. And at that moment, all that feeling of everything that your music has meant to that person comes rushing in. And you see it, but you don't have time to respond to it because you're on stage doing your thing. You only have time to take it in briefly, but it's burnt into your head. And you take that energy with you along with everybody else's accumulated energy, all focused to the same spot. That's why they do music in church, to get that feeling going, because it's the music that brings you there. No matter how shitty that church is, they're going to do music. And of course, you know, shitty church is probably going to have shitty music, you know. You see some of these churches, you know. But point being, you know, the failure in churches is kind of the same thing. You know, it's the power structures trying to compartmentalize something that's universally abstract and emotional to a sense, to where it's so spiritual you cannot replicate it, you cannot record it, you cannot do anything but live in that moment and take it in with you as a memory, you know, and feel that. Live performance is where it's at. You're not going to get that. You get the opposite of that and complete disconnect from that doing streams or doing streaming, and you get paid nothing for it. You know, it's crazy how people are out here doing music and want to make a living off of music, but have to live regular day jobs. I'm no exception to that. You know, taking a job as a janitor in my time of need because I had to. Like I needed to do something to take care of my custody case. And it was the worst decision I ever made, because it was also the best decision I ever made. Because what I learned from that is invaluable. I will never take a day job again, ever. You know, because the time that it put me out, I'm still feeling ramifications from that. But we live and we learn, and we understand these things. And as older people, us Gen Xers out here, you know, you begin to understand these things, especially when you creep up to your late 30s and early 40s, and you're like, wait a minute. So when you're at this complete and total understanding, and you're still doing music and you've been doing music, it doesn't matter what your success has been or what your failures have been. If you have that connectivity and you have that universal understanding and you have that ability to make music the way that you need to make, fucking make it. Fucking make it. There's no age limit on the universe. You know, there may be a time, but time's a feeble human construct. You know, we got to get out there. We got to get out there and do these things. James Dyson, what is good? Let me get it in this chat to see what you guys have been saying. Queen Latifah recently saying many rappers have never heard their actual rap voices. They started with autotune, not rapping in school bathroom. Yeah, see, and that's another thing with the stuff here. That's interesting. I didn't see that. I'm going to have to... I never thought about that before. I never thought... But I do think of stuff like that quite a bit. You know, it's always in the discussion. But the things that you learn, like natural reverb, like, oh, if I sing in my bathroom, I could get this, you know, chamber reverb that kind of operates the same as a plate, you know, so it's like kind of a fuse between a plate reverb and a chamber reverb, and it kind of gets both elements. And depending on where you're standing and how, you know, you could set up a bathroom pretty nice to, you know, get some natural reverb going. You start learning these things through the cheapness. I used to record on a karaoke machine rapping in headphones, because the only 8-inch jack that I had that would fit in the microphone input there was a headphone. And I'm like, hey, I could just blah, 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 rap it. So I would rap like this. No, over somebody's beats in a karaoke machine, you know? And that's how I had to do it at the time. But you know what got people to get me going? I mean, my raps were shit, you know? And before, when I started, it was just all about the hood and gangster rap and shit like that. You know what I mean? And people people clown my recordings. They were terrible, but not all of them. I made enough good ones to where I was able to piece together the good material and put out good mixtapes. But where I got the most was people coming over and watching me rap over beats live through the karaoke machine, while we're all drinking in my garage. So we're just all partying, having a good time, you know, in the middle of the night, you know, but it's the community. It's the people that kept me going. It was the interaction and how much better I was in a live setting, you know, doing improv, you know, because I was already freestyling at that point. And it fine-tuned my abilities to be able to make decent songs. So by the time I got to the songwriting portion, I was articulate enough to where it was coming out. My problem was the beats. You know, like EA Ski said, I just got tired of rapping over other people's beats. I needed my own sound. And I couldn't get that off of other people's beats, especially because I wrote it one way to no beat, and then spit it out. And, you know, you got to match up tempos. You got to go with what, and, you know, depending on how it sounds, you know, you start learning a lot. So I started getting into audio production early but not having the means to do things, it's rough going out there, and it's a long journey to get to that point. But we don't have to make it at 20. We don't have to make it at 30. But as human beings, around that time is when we have to get our shit together and start paying for things. So we focus on getting our needs met while we try to do music. And a lot of music does not get heard because through that transition, a lot of people quit. And you see it the most when you work in recording studios, especially when you have full bands coming through, and full bands come through and they, save up money, they put their money together, and then they finally, record a song. And then, they record enough songs to finally make an album. Then what? You have to learn about the business. You have to learn about this. And, if you don't know those things, you have to hire somebody to do it. And people won't even take the chance on you without paying for it unless you're already established. So how do you win? This is how you win. Information is free, motherfucker. Help the people around you who want to do the music, That's how I get things, taken care of here. And that's how I take care of things for other people. Because that's the way that the world goes round, That's the way this music world goes round. You cycle through and pay it forward. That's why I cycle through equipment and don't hold on to anything, Because life is too abstract for that shit, And I know that I'm only speaking from my specific perspective, but I've been through it, in this music business. I've gone through just about every level except for that top level, and stayed in the independent underground, you know what I mean? And was comfortable there, and was comfortable never going past that point. And when I say past that point, I said to the point, I mean to the point to where you have everything at your disposal to do everything you need to musically. Taylor Swift, obviously a good example of that. She may be industry, people may hate her, but most people love her, for, same reason people love Post Malone. He may have got in through that White Iverson shit doing hip hop and then settled mostly into his more natural things or whatever. And people might consider him a vulture for doing that. But look at him now. He's at his true self as a musician. And so's Taylor Swift. And that shit shines through. If anybody watched the Super Bowl, you could talk all the shit you want about these two, and these people are way out of my class. Totally. Like I'm the last person to be defending, these people other than she's a musician. She's one of us, and having that moment to where it's like, football and, just that moment on the football field to where they had that moment together for the world to see. Music brought him there. Fucking music brought him there. And that is lost on a lot of people because they see the successes and they see the popularity and they're like, oh, well, I want that, or look at those crazy fans, but it's just the way that things go sometimes, you can't suppress true greatness. And if you're in a position to exercise your greatness and express yourself to the world, you're not going to do anything but that. That's why longevity artists stay doing music and performing until they die. Even ICP, Insane Clown Posse, Violent J had his thing with his heart and had a medical problem, and they took a break as a group. They're still going on tour. They're going back out, and it's only been a couple years, and they still do huge festivals as well as their Gathering of the Juggalos, where they invite just about everybody. It's insane, pun intended. And it's great. That was one of the greatest moments out of all the things that I did musically. There's these small little moments like making that eye contact, being at the Gathering of the Juggalos and performing there. The performance wasn't the big showcase. It was the experience those 4 days. And man, what a wild time. And I was in a bad place because that was right around the time to where the shop shut down. My second shop closed down right before that. Not to make it about me or my journey or anything like that. It's just, I have these contributions to contribute because I understand these things and just understand from where I'm at in my position as far as the outside world looking in. I shouldn't be able to do any of this. I shouldn't have this stuff. I shouldn't have these capabilities of doing these things. You know what I mean? Like, but I do. I do. And this is the reason for it, you know? And understanding the synergy in music is why I can't do anything but pay it forward. So, you know, as we develop here on YouTube and get more into it, once we reach our 2,000 subscribers for affiliate links and are in a position to where we could do more giveaways and we could involve the community more. And it's not just about giving shit away. It's about that feeling, you know. Marcus, $25 on the current market. $5,500. And if you waited and took your time, you could get your full amount. We don't have time to wait over here. We got records to make. we got places to go. We got stuff to do, you know. For Hoovers. Yeah, for sure. Going to be famous one day. Used to me, I have fun. Yeah, you learn a lot of those tricks from DJing back in the day. When I was 13 or 14, I think I was 14, I learned the backwards record technique to where to spin a record backwards, you know, they started it out, they would just do this the whole time. Well, you could just play the record and not skip a beat. You know, if you just play the record, well, how do you play a record backwards if turntables don't play the records backwards? Well, it's an interesting technique. You get a spray can or whatever, you poke a hole through it for the thing to fit on it, you put the record on top of that, and then you stick the needle on it, but you put it on the reverse side underneath it, and it still spins around just opposite going backwards, and that's how it spins backwards. You flip the record, or you put a little spray can lid in front of it, do the thing, and put a little quarter on it or whatever. It's like shit. Because I had a DJ friend who had a drum machine who showed me that, and I was like, huh. And he made me a beat, backwards record, you know. Fuck yeah, that's old school. You know, shout out to that guy wherever he's at. You know, I'd say his full name if it weren't a matter of privacy, but God, I'd like to run into him and see where he's at in life. You know, it'd be interesting for sure. Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. My fucking pleasure. And the fact that it happened, you know, I was over here trying not to play favorites, and I'm like, oh man, like I love you guys, but I really hope it goes to somebody who's 25, just throws in the one, and it did, and I'm thrilled about that. Oh my God, it's great. Great work, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this event and this channel, you know, and that's the thing. Just like Royce the 5'9" said, as long as you know that all your short-term goals are long shots, you know. It may not have gotten to where we wanted it, but it got it to where we needed it. And, you know, just like it came here. Bam Vox, what is good, my friend? Marcus won. Marcus won with the single entry. Oh my God. Shout out to you, Bam. We'll talk, man. Music is happening, and God damn, I can't believe that shit. I still can't believe that. I mean, I do. Like, what the fuck? You gonna be a disbelief in how the universe actually works? You know, I've been in such a position over the years to just worry about things, and a lot of it has just been my own worry, and it's superficial at best, you know, and a lot of it I learned from taking that job. But you know, I don't fret too much about money shit, and even though I do sometimes fret about money shit, like when the rent's due and everything, you know, but God, this shit here, it's just, Just let it flow. Just let it flow and go where it goes, you know? This is priceless. This is fucking priceless. Like, how are you going to put a price tag on a moment like this, you know? And even though it's not our moment personally, it is really, because we all share the moment together. So, I mean, it's not the moment that it is for Marcus over here, but like, holy shit. Oh, man. 44 entries between like 20 people or so. And all those extra entries didn't mean shit to those who put them in. And goddamn. But really, that's what gets the shipping done. Like, you guys who put in these entries, the only reason why I was doing this is because I don't have the money to afford shipping. You know what I mean? That's why I did the drawing early, because we got what we need for that, and that's all we needed moving forward. So, hey, there you go. So, that's where it went to, or that's where it goes to. It goes to shipping, and anything left over just goes to paying it forward for the channel and doing whatever. So, none of it's going towards my personal life or anything. Things here and there. It just things work out musically. And for some reason, the universe said, "Hey, come back here, Phantom." So even though we're not going to be using it primarily, here we go. What is good, Silly Mortal? I saw your, I think it was your comment yesterday. I was going to comment back. I've been so busy preparing for this and getting it ready. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work getting the giveaway going, especially, it's promotion, putting it out there. Yes, I could have ran it up and taken the extra week and just kept putting posts, but like, seriously, like, who has time for that shit? And the people who really wanted to take advantage of it and have. So, yeah, Marcus won that. Marcus won that with a single entry. So I'll have to see where you're at, but I think I remember where it's at. So I think we're fairly close by. Not 100% sure. Lil Tussin, a hug for me. Yeah, for sure. Lil Tussin. Man, this kid is radical. And that's another thing, too. One of the things that I wanted to do with the MPC 3000 money was get him an MPC Key 37. I can't do that, but it'll come as it's supposed to show. Up in the Bay, there you go. 10 hours from me. That shipping ain't going to be shit. You're going to get it right away. It's still going to be another week or so, so it's going to take some time, but all that time is on this end, just getting a proper box together and everything. It's got this abstract box to where, like, if I want to get something specific that's close to it, you got to get a 10-pack, which runs about $50 or $60. So I got to get a big box and then try to make a makeshift box, something that I could put in that's not going to be problematic, and that's it. And during that time, I'll probably run a few samples or, do something solid with it before packing it up. But, yeah, geez. Yay area. Yeah. Shout out to the Bay Area for sure. The Yay area, they call it, Oakland, Vallejo, all them places, I still haven't asked yet, but God, some of my favorite MCs, speaking of the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, favorite MCs come from Oakland. Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Oakland. Zion I, Oakland. Oh, look at that. Thumbs up. There you go. Hey. I forgot. I keep forgetting it does that. I need to turn off that setting. How the hell do I turn off that setting? I don't know if it's OBS or the camera. I think it's the camera. I think it's this fucking camera, whatever. So every time I press thumbs up, every time I do this, it registers the thumb up and it does that. So I guess it'll remind people to like, so I don't have to say it. But that's still kind of dumb. I don't like it. You know, for me, I'm not for the pomp and circumstance. I'm over here with a torn back banner and a fucking sheet with my name on it. So, speaking of hip hop, I guess I could do this since the camera's close to here and everything's up here. There's my history up here, most of it. We'll see. You can kind of see some of it. But yeah, got my first shop over here, got my second shop. Me and Chris Calico, after hanging out in front of Pyramix, you know, it was a wonderful story behind that night. You know, you got Twilight Elite, one of the recording studios here in 2004 with the homies at Grey Room, which is the first recording studio that I've ever recorded at. That's me up there. I'm going to do a video with all this, so I'm just kind of showing you guys around while I had the camera pointed at it, and just, you know, me performing various things. This was at Wu-Tang Clan, and, you know, it's like just a lot of shit here, you know, a lot of moments like, let's see where, I'll just try to get it right. All right, this picture, this picture here. This picture here, everybody with their hands up had their hands raised up because my friend had his chest cut open in the hospital after getting into a serious car accident, and we were performing Dead or Alive, which was a track that was featured with Proof from D12. You know, just all this shit up here. This is from when I was 18 years old, before my oldest 22-year-old son was born. This is me and King Trick of the Zulu Nation in Las Vegas, along with Cowboy, you know, in 2006 when I had the shop, you know, just a lot of shit, you know, and then random flyers and stuff like that, the Gathering of the Juggalo posters, you know, stuff like that. Like, we all got history. Like, I'm going to go through the history and go a little bit more details of it, but, you know, the point was because, you know, I have this camera hooked up here, and it's just, you know, you wouldn't know it by looking at me or seeing, but, you know, it's just, no matter how much I say it, no matter how much I produce, you know, you can't really get a full comprehensive view of what somebody's life has been like in the music industry on YouTube. You really can't. I mean, even EA Ski, with all his contributions, came up here, you know, even though he was contentious about things, rightfully so, you know, he got fucking yelled at upon entry by several people, you know, and it's crazy that you could have, you know, somebody like Dr. Dre in your Rolodex, and then you get yelled at by some YouTuber just because, you know, he doesn't know what your career is like, you know. And it's just due diligence for people to do your own research. I don't mean to, you know, get back into drama or any kind of bullshit. The point being with it is that, you know, we all have a story, and that story is unknown until you make it known. You know, and it's up for us to tell that story through music or whatever means that we can, you know, and that's what I'm doing here on this platform. And, you know, the whole goal is, and always has been, this music shit is cool. A lot of cool shit happens. These moments happen. These moments when it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop and you receive the legendary production equipment, the MPC 3000 limited edition on the 50th anniversary for $25, for $25. That's a fucking moment. This is a fucking moment. It's these moments that need to be shared. Not the drama, not the bullshit, not the tools. I know I bitch about the Phantom and their fuckery. You know, that's what happens when these guys, when these companies, when these people come through on the outside looking in and say, hey, you know, we're gonna make you and your situation complicated because we don't respect your music. I'm not saying that's how Roland is, but they're assholes. And they're assholes for a lot of reasons. And it's just like all these other companies being assholes. I could say whatever the fuck I feel like because I don't have any allegiance to these companies. They work for us, you know, like seriously. You know, they're lucky they're getting all this free promotion on what they've done. But I'm not here for the contentiousness. I'm here to make the music. When the music's tripped up, and by companies doing fucked up shit, it's up to us to call it on that, and it is what it is. But when it devolves into this fuckery of measuring dicks and fucking just comparing who's real hip hop and who's this and who has that and these accolades and shit, there's a reason why a lot of the people who really do it don't want to come onto YouTube. And there's a lot of people that get on this platform that do take it serious and are legendary people, and they stay within their own circle, and nothing that anybody does fucks with them, but we need more of those people out here. And the only way to get more of those people out here is to get more musicians out here, spreading these moments around. EA Ski doing the SP 1200 was a big moment for hip hop. And that would have never happened without the YouTube thing and the way that things happen. So there's a purpose that the contentiousness serves, But seriously, if you're in it for the right reasons and you're doing music the right way, these moments happen to you. So if these moments are not happening to you, figure out why. Because if you're a musician, I'm not saying that you're not going to experience drama or traumatic events or stuff. You're going to experience even more so than the average person out there, because musicians, we experience and everything's different for us emotionally. We're all misfits socially, so doing this whole thing as well as the music is kind of the antithesis of a lot of our personalities. A lot of us have our own personality disorders, which is where gas comes from, which is just a compulsive nature, But if these profound moments are not happening in your life, and you're doing music and you're doing nothing but that, try to find out why. Because typically, if you're doing music in the most pure and profound of ways, this shit happens on a regular basis. If I told you the story behind a lot of this stuff, you guys would trip the fuck out. And I'm going to tell you guys that story in due time when that time comes. That's going to be organized in more content. Like I said, a lot of it's going to come up there. But I had to do this first. This is the priority. It wasn't just because I needed to get rid of this. In all actuality, I could keep it if I wanted to, but I can't in good conscience just keep it and have it sit there. And I could use it for what I use it for, but to take advantage the way that somebody would take advantage, that's not me right now. And if there's a number of reasons for that, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that we live in the circumstance that we do. And I got multiple albums I'm working on. And doing this with the YouTube channel on top of it, got to make haste. That's why I'm organizing my time to where I'm structuring specific moments for sound design, specific moments for working on the album, specific moments for just winging it and, playing around on the Phantom, And eventually I'll get to the point to where I take my learning keys public and start doing practice sessions of just playing keys, because that's where I'm at with it right now. I'm learning more to expand my tools further, but it's not really to expand my tools as much as it is playing the keyboard, because that's where I want to get with it as far as things go in the future. But for now, I also got this hip hop album that I'm working on. I'm not in a hurry to make it, but I'm working on it. And when we're working on something as a musician, you're working on it. There ain't nothing else. But when there's everything else, how are you going to work on it? You got to make the time and do what you do. My way of doing it is here on YouTube. And there's a lot that doesn't get done, and stuff that I can't go live with, or stuff that I can't do content for. But that's the reason why I didn't do an extra video updated and we did live instead. That's why the live format's a lot better, because the time that it takes for editing just takes too much time out of making the music, and making the music is where all the gold is at. So yeah, I need to get one of those. Sold my SR10. Regrets. Yeah, MPC is the gold standard. Yeah, for sure. I hope it gets that. Oh, nice. Just started a YouTube Patreon yesterday, Dr. Williams. That's cool. That's cool. Hell yeah. Yeah. We're figuring it out. As musicians, we're figuring it out. You know, it's a lot more difficult when there's all these societal structures, but it's like I said, as far as the industry goes, you know, even though boomers are still relatively in charge of the business, that's starting to change. More Gen Xers are starting to fill those roles and be in charge. So as Gen X starts to take the reins a lot more than before, it's up to us to set the terms of the industry, you know? And we got to do it the right way because we're the ones with all the knowledge about it. Because the ones before us just fucked everything up. Payola, you know, run these fucking artists in the ground. Jimi Hendrix, everybody who's in the 2700 the 27 club, you know, gangster rap, the shit that happened in the early 90s, you know, the industry has really made things fucked up for a lot of musicians. But those people are not going to be in charge for much longer. And the system that's in place, the people who are working within that system are the ones that have the ability to affect the change to it. So it's really our responsibility to set the tone for everything because we know what's what out here, you know. And even me in my little corner space of you know, what I've done and carved out, you know, and my knowledge base moving forward, you know, I can't just sit on what I know and not express it. I can't just not give this MPC 3000 limited edition away, you know. But how do you do it without actually giving it away, but still being able to take care of the shipping costs and well, this is how, you know. And the stuff that comes natural is easy and flows perfect. So even though some fat fuck sat on the box, you know, it didn't destroy the gear. But goddamn, that shit had me nervous. And I ain't using FedEx, especially being right there in the Yay area. Shit. Yeah, that's going to USPS for sure. But yeah, God. That's it. I'm going to sign off here. We're going to do our regular midnight making the album, Hip Hop Undead. And I got some interesting stuff to go with that. I'm going to be working in Logic, I think. Got a lot to work on as far as that goes. But as far as this goes, get in a box here, Marcus. Marcus Turner officially has won the MPC 3000 Rogerlin limited edition. The other one said Rogerlin too. Still. It's going to be an interesting time. Congratulations indeed, for sure. So the priority is getting this out. Like I said, just give me a week or so. But it'll come to you once it goes. Once it goes, it'll be to you quick. Because we're close. And that's another thing, you know. It just so happens that in this universe, the winner is close. So it really minimizes the damage that could happen during shipping. It's good. It's going to be insured. Everything's going to be everything. We're going to be good. We're going to go with it. But for those elsewhere, yeah. Once I get this sample pack done for everybody, you guys will get it for free. All those who participated, and yeah, that'll be the constellation for the help. And just know it's going to be a heavy pack. So it's not like I'm just, oh well, little thing here. No rush at all. Yeah, we're good. The universe will dictate it. Destructo. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Destructo. Yeah, man. I really appreciate you, my friend. God, you've been a huge supporter here on YouTube since I've been on here, and within so many circles here on YouTube, even beyond our music circle. I really appreciate you, my friend, and everybody here. Yeah, this is how the universe works in the music world. Those who don't like it, they're going to hate it. They're going to talk their bullshit, and they're going to be over there. Party over here, I'll be over there. Just like Aesop Rock says. So this is where it's at. This is where it's at. The love, the community, the support, the spirituality involved in all of this, Don't mean to get all, preachy on you, but I'm just saying, there is a universal energy that all of us who do music on a real level, regardless on what our skill level is, we have that feeling. It's the same feeling I had when I was younger and I knew that I would do music for a living. You can't escape it. It's with you when you wake up. It's with you when you sleep. It's with you when you do everything. It's with you when you fuck, goddamn. It's just all around us. And if you just embrace it and put the pieces where they go, everything will fit, no matter how complex your life circumstances are. And it's still taken me some time to learn this fact of the matter, but I'm learning it. Goddamn, I'm learning it. And there's things that being on YouTube here, if I wasn't, it would have never happened this way. Such as this situation here. This moment here was brought to you by YouTube. Not to promote them or anything, they're not paying me to say so, but this is their platform. And, that's one of the beauties of living in the future, and having all this technology and using it to our advantage and doing the right thing with it. And this is the right thing to do with this kind of technology, Make the music how you can, when you can, and just don't be so quick to just brush it off to whatever's in the zeitgeist, because the standard is not going to remain. And what was the standard will not be the standard in the future, I know I was just kind of said the same thing twice, but, fucking serious, guys. God, what a moment. What a fucking moment. Congratulations to you, my friend. Pretty sweet deal. Everybody watching this, pay it forward. Do what you got to do, And yeah, let's go. Adrenaline, I'll send you that link to the Polymax for sure. And yeah, I'll be around. You could see him starting to get a lot more active now. This was kind of just a random fluke in the middle of it because of the circumstance. If there's any other moments like these, I'll just go live and do it, or create a circumstance to where we could do this. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the way that things have gone. Regardless on hitting our numbers and doing what we needed to do, we hit the exact numbers we were meant to hit and doing exactly what we were meant to do. And if anybody says otherwise, fuck them. They're not a part of this moment like we were. Oh my God. John with little Tusson's little hands. All right. Love you guys. Like, subscribe, do whatever you can to support the channel, and I will do whatever I can to support you guys. 50th anniversary hip hop still running until August. So if you really want my advice, keep that in mind when you're doing your music. If you guys are out here in this hip hop world, because that's what's been motivating me through this. And goddamn, compartmentalization works into benefits in some ways. There's a reason why we as humans do this shit. Take care, everybody. Love y'all. Peace.